Yes, because we all are children at heart. We all have a child within us.
Yes.
But I did want to, I'm looking at this, I could talk all day about these quilts because they're so wonderful. And you're such a wonderful teacher. And I know you teach also adults. Is that correct?
I do teach adults.
Yes.
And I'm developing a program for seniors.
Okay.
Especially seniors who are having problems with dementia.
Okay.
I do believe that they are in there. They are in there. And if you give them something to do, you'll be amazed at what they put together. It is the other part of the child that's here.
Yes.
That's young. This is an older child.
Yes.
But not in a negative sense. This is a child who's pure at mind, who's peace at mind. And so that's a program I would like to develop too. I have so many programs to develop.
Right? Well, what I want you to do right now, take this time to give the audience your phone number that they can reach you and your webpage, because I'm quite sure everybody's going to be interested in doing some of this quilting you're doing.
Okay. My webpage is www.Peggy, P-E-G-G-I-E, Hartwell, Hartwell.com.
And you have a phone number?
My phone number, 843-832-9084. And on my webpage, you will see my email address, which is phart888@aol.com.
Okay, we got that out the way.
Yes.
You know, we got to pay the bills, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so now I want you to talk about these last two pieces, because I really, I was reading something last week. It was about quilting and how the patterns change when they're the changes to keep the evil spirits out. Have you heard about that? So each pattern changes because they want to keep, and so they want to keep the evil spirit from being in anything of the cloth and stuff, so that they change it. Do you know anything about that?
I don't, but
Okay.
I do know that sometimes when you're trying to make a piece, the colors just won't go together. Well, they don't go together.
Okay.
They just don't go together. I was working on a piece, and I had it up on my wall, and I put the figures there, and at night I heard all this whispering. It was like I could hear, I don't want to be next to you, I don't want to do this. But it was me. It was really, I had already taken on that energy.
Yes.
Because when you start out with a piece, first I am Peggy and I'm making this design. The next day I am still Peggy, I'm working on this design. The third day, maybe Peggy, but then there's a transfer of energy when you are no longer Peggy. This design is just saying to you what you need to do to get it to be finished. So it takes on its own energy, its own spirit of the cloth, which is our book that Dr. Carolyn Maslumi, the founder of the Women of Color Quilters Network, has written. And I want to say she has been a tremendous force in my life and all the quilters, because she has nurtured us all together, and we were able to explore all these avenues like this one.
Yes.
Who would have thought that I would have been able to go back to a tradition that I'm sure you experienced whenever there was a storm? You had to go in the middle of the house, in the middle of the hallway, close the doors, cover the mirrors, and be still. And be quiet. And sing. So that's what this one is about, that we're all there, and there's a storm, and you can see the lightning going around this. See, that's the lightning. And the angels are here because we have called upon the Spirit to protect us. And I am down there at the very bottom with my ears covered up.
Oh, wow.
Because I can't take it. But this was in my grandfather's farm. In the farmhouse, because the house was so weak, I thought it was going to blow away.
Oh, wow.
But it didn't. It only made us stronger. The weakness of the house made us strong because it made us believe that we could go through any storm.
Okay, that's wonderful. Well, Miss Peggy, and you were telling me a little bit about this before we started the show, and you were saying that you always try to put each a generation in these quilting. So this is how many generations in this?
Is 5. I have 5 generations here. My great-grandparents, my grandmother, my mother, another aunt, and then me.
Thank you. That is so wonderful to honor our family, to give them just what they need, the energy that they need. And when you put them in a quilt like that, it's just wonderful. When you cover them, put that cover over you, you have them with you. That is so wonderful.
You have their belief system with you too.
Yes. Oh, I don't know what else to say about this except it's extraordinarily great to see such a great woman like you doing such great things. And I always tell you this because
blessed.
I know that you're phenomenal.
There's so many phenomenal people.
I know, but you are.
Yes, thank you. I'm just blessed.
Yes. Now, before we go and before we leave the show, we want to leave with this one. Please tell them about this one. I am so excited.
I am too. I was one of 44 artists invited to make a quilt to hang during the inauguration of an event that I didn't think I would live to see. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful blessing.
Yes.
And we are blessed. And so I made this, and these are the steps that I've seen him run up. But on each steps, which are made out of wood instead of marble, I put the names of all the people that made it possible for him to get to this point. And on that side, and he has the world in his hand, and it's open, but it's not just the world with the U.S., it's the world,
right,
the total world.
Yes.
And so I did this, and it was an honor to work on this. In my work, I always put a child, and I have him as a young child.
Okay.
Swinging a bat. Because I think I read someplace that he said he wanted to be president, but I think a lot of little boys say that they want to be president when they grow up. But he has hit a home run, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. And this is President Barack Obama.
44th president.
Yes, and this was done by Miss Peggy Hartwell, my friend.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
I'm really, really,
yes,
really honored.
Well, I am honored to have you here today. I did want you to give the audience again some more information about how they can get in touch with you, because it's really a great thing that you're doing, and I want you to bless everybody in my audience and let them come and see you, and maybe they would like for you to do some of the quilting for them and teach them how to do it.
Yes, I am open to work with children, and again, my website is PeggieHartwell. That's www.peggyhartwell.com. My email is phart888@aol.com.
And you heard it here.
Yes.
Miss Peggy, it's been such a pleasure to have you here. And I want you to come back because we want to see all the other things that you're working on, because we know you have some more treasures at home.
I do.
Yes, yes.
I do.
And I want you all to really give Miss Peggy a call or email her. And if you want to find out more about what we're doing here, you can go to the sentinelnews.org, and they'll give you all the information you need about all the things that we're doing. We really appreciate you, Mrs. Peggy. I love you so much. Thank you for coming.
Blessings.
Yes.
Thank you.
Stay doing what you're doing, because they're real good.